If you want to know how to complete the Spire Quest part 1, go check out the rest of the video. After update 16.10 they added some new challenges to unlock a skin style for Raz. This is the first part and we can expect the other parts in 2 and 4 weeks. For some reason you start with the second stage of the quest, so if you see this, don't worry, it's supposed to be like this. Anyways, you need to complete 5 uncommon or rarer quests. That means you can complete the green, blue, purple or gold challenges for this one. You might have some daily challenges you can complete, or go through your list with milestone quests and pick some where you almost completed the next stage. Did you know they fixed some milestones in the update? For example, the one where you need to open freezers. So I decided to complete all my dailies, and if you look at the quest you will notice it doesn't update during the match. So even though I completed enough challenges here, it still says 2 out of 5. Another thing they added to the game is the quest update at the bottom left of your screen after you finish the match. You can see a full list of completed challenges, some new ones and the quest where you get closer to finish the next stage. So now we need to find Tanara. If you look at the map you can see a magnifying glass at Bony Burbs. This is the location of NPC Tanara. Go there and you will see the white marker show up. If you interact with her you will see her normal quests and offers, like the animal bones and the ones you get gold bars for. But they added another exclamation mark on the left side saying the Spire. These are the interactions you need to use to complete a lot of quests. It's a bit annoying, the message for the shrinking storm is in the way, but she basically tells you to collect artifacts. So accept the quest and it will show up in the quest tab. And we need to find 3 of them to complete the challenge. For the first one we need to go to the west side of the location. There's a building with a green roof just underneath the O of Bony Burbs. Go inside one of the stables and you will see the first artifact. The second location is more or less the clock tower from Salty Towers. There's a stairs going around the entire building. If you go behind the building you will see the artifact on the ground underneath the stairs. Interact with it to collect the second artifact. And now let's move on to the third location. North of Bony Burbs there's like a small puddle. Very close to it you can see another building. This building has a green roof and at the north side of it you can find the last artifact. So collect this one and you will see you have to return to Tanara for the next quest. Even though they eliminated Tanara, I was still able to interact with her. So go to the left side again and go to the Spire quest. She will say that the device was stolen by a thief called Raz. So that's our new quest. We have to go to the thief, we have to go to Raz. And as she said, you'll likely find him in Colossal Crops, hawking for treasures he's found. So in your challenge screen you will see find the thief and it will give you 52.5k XP. So let's move on to Colossal Crops. A lot of people landed with me because they all had the same kind of challenges. Interact with Raz and on the left side you will see the Spire quest again. After a conversation you will see that you have to play the last log and return to Raz. And this one is actually pretty close. So you see him standing over here. And if you go down the ramp you see this broken wall. On top of one of the stones you can play an audio log. While I was doing this some kind of ninja guy came around the corner and decided to kill me. But I did complete the quest and now I only had to go back to Raz inside Colossal Crops. But of course people started shooting at him again and I had to wait for the moment Raz calmed down so I could interact with him again. It's the same one again where we need to complete 5 uncommon or rarer quests. The problem is you might have gone through all your dailies already, so now we have to figure out a new way to get it done. So I figured out I was close to completing some of the blue quests, so I went into Team Rumble to finish them. And after the match you could see the list of completed quests on the left side of the screen again. So after you completed your 5th quest, it's time to return to Raz again. But this time after interacting you won't get a single quest, no, there will be 3 different quests. You need to find a wolf fang, a boar tusk and 3 chicken feathers. You need to retrieve the cult artifact from the Spire. And you need to collect the Cult Talisman from a guardian for Raz so he can finish the disguises. So let's start with the one where you need to collect the talisman from a guardian. There are 6 different guardian towers on the map. Just pick one of them and make sure you got some good weapons because they will have a lot of HP and also have pretty good aim. So I went to the one near the orchard and started looting up. After I had the feeling I was ready for the fight, I made sure my first shot was a headshot. And now the battle begins. I really think they have a pretty good aim, so I was happy to have some good shots at the beginning. And after she phased away and I had to reload some of my guns, I used the shockwave to get some more high ground. Now I had time to reload my weapons, and even though I had some pretty good high ground, she was still able to hit me pretty bad. But in the end I was still able to eliminate her. So after you eliminated the Spire Guardian, go down and go for the loot. On her body there will be an item you can interact with. It will say Cult Talisman. Pick it up and you completed the first quest. So now we need to retrieve a cult artifact from the spire. So if you come from this side, you will see a building right at the south side of the tower. It has like a small balcony and an opening to go inside. Fly inside the building and in the corner of the room you will see the artifact. Interact with it so you can steal the artifact. This is all you need to do to complete the second quest. To complete all 3 Spire Quest challenge will show up, but you can't really do anything with it until you've completed the last version. So let's go on to the last quest where you need to collect the animal parts. For the chickens I recommend to go to Steel Farm. You could use a weapon or you could use the car to just drive over them. It will also count for the hunted wildlife. Anyways, they will drop some feathers and you have to interact with it to collect them. After you collected 3 feathers, the other one will disappear and you can go on to the next animal. And the next one I found was a boar. It was located near Lake Canoe and I recommend to go there for the wolves also. But if you want a 100% spawn chance for a boar, you can also go to Colossal Crops. Anyways, pick up the bear tusk and go for the wolf fang. So once again I landed at Lake Canoe. I have to be honest, it was the third game I tried this, so they don't spawn here every time. Get yourself a good gun to shoot the wolf. I prefer to have a bow or an AR. Compared to the chickens and the boars, the wolves have a lot of HP. But if you have some high ground, they won't be able to attack you. So after you eliminated him, go towards the loot and there will be a wolf fang on the ground. Interact with it to collect it and you've completed the whole quest. So go to Colossal Crops again and interact with Raz. He will give you the same challenge we had before where you need to complete 5 different quests. But because I completed all my dailies and the easiest milestone quests, I had to figure out a new way to get this done. So if you interact with an NPC, he will give you new quests. So this one, like shaking down an opponent or search chest, has a green marker on the left side. This means that if you complete it, it will count for the challenge. So after I opened my third chest, you can see I completed the first uncommon quest. Just keep repeating this until you completed the challenge. For example over here with Cobb. And the easiest part about this challenge is the fact that he also sells the corn you need to eat. Get some fall damage, eat the corn and you completed the second quest. And if you eliminate a bounty or they are not fast enough to eliminate you, it will also count as an uncommon quest. So after a match I completed enough challenges to go to the next stage. Where of course we needed to interact with Raz again. But this time it was for the last challenge of the Spire Quest part 1. You need to do a disguise and strike 3 resonant crystals at the spire. So let's move on to the spire again. And at the south side, underneath the R of the spire, you will find a suitcase that says Done Disguise. Interact with it to start the disguise. Now it's time to build up and go for some crystals you have to pickaxe. Now build up until you reach the bottom part of the tower. And you will be able to find a pink crystal attached to the wall. Some people experience problems completing this quest because they got eliminated while they were disguised. They weren't able to disguise again. If that's the case, use a spray from your locker to spray over the crystal and it will count as well. Anyways, it was a little bit chaotic because all of the people around the area. But these are the locations for the second and the third crystal. And here you can see me hit the final crystal. I lose my disguise and completed the final quest. I think this was a very fun way to complete all these challenges. I can't wait for the next part to show up in 2 weeks. So leave a like if this video is useful, subscribe to my channel, make sure you turn on notifications so you won't miss a single video. From now on you can use code RutgerK in the item shop to support the channel. Don't forget the underscore. My goal is to reach 25,000 subscribers, so maybe you can help me out. My name is RutgerK, thanks for watching and I see you in the next video.